Hello and welcome to question 14 of the non-calculator GCSE AQA specimen paper 83001H. Alright, so in question 14 it says a prime number between 300 and 450 is chosen at random. The table shows the probability that the number lies in different ranges. Well, the first thing I can tell you from this table is obviously all the probabilities have to add up to 1 because it's a certainty that a prime number between 300 and 450 is chosen. So somewhere between 300 and 450, all those numbers have to add up to 1. In 14a it says work out the value of x. Oh well, that's easy. Add up all the numbers that are not x and subtract that total from 1 and you'll have x. So let's do that. Okay, 0.16, 0.24, add them together. Well, if we take the 4 away from the 0.24 and give it to the 0.16, we get 0.2, and that leaves us with 0.2. 0.2 plus 0.2 is just 0.4. So these two add up to 0.4. Okay, so what do these two add up to? Oh, 0.16 and 0.24, they're the same numbers as the one before, so we know these also add up to 0.4. So these also add up to 0.4. And 0.4 plus 0.4 is 0.8, so x equals 1 minus 0.8. Obviously we have to add 0.2 to 0.8 to get 1, so the answer is 0.2. That was a lot easier than it looked, for 2 marks as well. Work out the probability that the prime number is greater than 390. Let me just fill this in as 0.2 so I know what that is. Okay. Oh, we want to know that it's greater than 390. Well, that's just the probability of this plus the probability of this. So that's 0.4. So that was easy. That's 0.4. Don't really need to work it out because it's only worth 1 mark. Okay, so there are 4 prime numbers between 300 and 330. How many prime numbers are there between 300 and 450? Slightly more challenging on the brain. Okay, so we know that there's a 0.16 probability of drawing 4 numbers. So there's 4 here in this range. So the probability of drawing all of the numbers, and let's say there are n numbers, is 1. So, well actually that should be 1, oh never mind. Alright, so if 1 is n and 0.16 is 4, let's just write this down. 4 maps to a probability of 0.16 and n maps to 1. What do we have to increase that 0.16 by to make 4, and then we can increase that 1 by the same number? So 4 divided by 0.16 is equal to n over 1. That's just how you get relationships. So we want to divide 4 by 0.16. It's easier to divide whole numbers, so let's multiply top and bottom by 100. So that's equal to 400 divided by 16. Well, we can cancel the 4 from the top and bottom, and that is equal to 100 divided by 4, which is actually very easy. 100 divided by 4 is 25 because 25% is a quarter, so that's just 25. So there are 25 prime numbers in the range 300 to 450. Okay, picking up in question 15, a times 10 to the power 4 plus a times 10 to the power 2 is equal to 24,240, where a is a number, and a is obviously 2.4 then. Work out a times 10 to the power 4 minus a times 10 to the power 2. Give your answer in standard form. So that's fairly straightforward. Instead of 24,000 plus 240, it's 24,000 minus 240. So that's 24,000 minus 240. And you can do this any way you like, either by borrowing one and so on, or the way shopkeepers do is using complements. We have to add 60 to 40 to turn this into 300, and then if we add 700 to that 300, we would have 1,000, and then if we add another 23,000 to that 1,000, we'd have 24,000. So the answer is 23,760. And that's actually a useful skill if you're going to work in a shop, to be able to just add. You just think, what numbers do I have to add to that number to get that number? That's a quick way, an easy way to subtract. So the answer is 23,760. But it says give your answer in standard form. So we have to get that decimal point all the way over to here. So we're going once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. So the answer is 2. It doesn't say to how many decimal places, so it's 2.376 times 10 to the power 4. And that's our answer in standard form. I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.